Okay, YouTube, today we're going to discuss how to spot the fake blow-off valves, because it's pretty frustrating when you go to Google something like Grady or HKS or something like that. You're looking to buy a real blow-off valve, and about 98% of the search results that come up are knockoff blow-off valves, so you can't even go by the price anymore to be able to spot the real one. So today, I have a real one and a fake one, and I'm just going to go over a couple of the differences that are pretty easy to distinguish them both from each other. So this right here is a genuine HKS blow-off valve. They run anywhere from 200 used to around 400 brand new. The easiest way to spot the real HKS is, one, you'll notice that the emblems are nice and clean looking. It has a serial number stamped on the bottom, or a part number stamped on the bottom. And on the back side, there's an actual serial number stamped on it. Another easy way to tell is the emblem on the back. The knockoff ones, it's nice and dirty looking. It's pretty scratched up. It's not very clean looking at all. But one of the easiest ways I've learned that you can tell, if you take this knockoff one over here, on the back side of them, you'll notice that the knockoff one has 8 bolts holding the back cap on. The real blow-off valve has 10 bolts holding the back of it on. So that's one of the main differences I noticed. Another difference is a real HKS blow-off valve has 4 fins on the top of it. You'll find anywhere from no fins to 3 fins on the top of some of the knockoff competitor ones. I've seen some better knockoffs than this. This is just a regular cheap eBay blow-off valve or whatever. Served its purpose up to a couple PSI. But there are definitely a lot of these going around. And another thing that's really important about these blow-off valves, and it's easy to spot too, is a real HKS blow-off valve comes with a beveled snap ring. I don't know if the camera's really picking that up or not. No, there you go. You can see the bevel on it. That's a real HKS snap ring. The knockoff competitor ones, usually they're black powder coated. They're not beveled at all. They can come with any different type color seals. Some blue, black, red, regardless of which. But there's definitely no beating the original. This is, when it comes to blow-off valves, HKS is probably the battle tank of the blow-off valves. Not to mention, I prefer this style blow-off valve because it makes the best sound, I think. It holds boost with no problem. But yeah, there are a lot of fake ones out there. Like, it really took me probably over an hour of searching before I found a genuine HKS blow-off valve. So even if they say $200-300 on it or whatever, there are a lot of knockoffs out there. So I say be careful when you're out searching for one, because there's definitely no replacing the original. As you can see, all the emblems are nice and shiny on this one. They're all nice and clear. You can read them with no problem. But you definitely want to check for the serial number. And you definitely want to check the bolt pattern on the back, because that's definitely one of the easier ways to tell. And if you're only looking at it from the top, if it doesn't have 4 fins, more than likely it's knockoff. As you can see, this is one of the adjustable ones, so it's not an actual legit knockoff HKS, but they're all pretty similar to build as this one right here. So I mean, it does serve its function. I mean, personally myself, I had to reinforce the spring on it with a couple washers, or actually coins, should I say, to make it actually work. So it did serve its purpose when I was running the smaller turbo, but now that I'm running a stage 3, this is definitely the way to go. Sometimes it's hard to break down and pay that much, but I'll tell you what, it's definitely worth it. The quality is amazing on these things, and you can actually feel the difference in the weight of them. Like, the HKS is actually a lot lighter than the knockoff ones. So that's my tip for the day. If you're looking for a blow-off valve and you're going HKS style, I would say definitely make sure you get an original, because there's definitely no replacement for the original.